Unfiltered Improv, full-flavored comedy from Toledo and beyond.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Toledo Homegrown Creatives. This is Unfiltered Improv, making up some funny stuff for you on the radio. So our players tonight are Ashley Hughes, Brian Poplawski, Jen Swanson, Bonnie Schmitz, Paul Bergman, Mark Holliday, and yours truly, Josh Kaiden. We're going to start our set today with a game called I Couldn't Have Done It Without. I am going to give Ashley a random word, and she'll use that to inspire her to thank Brian for something. He will in turn thank Jen for how she helped him do that, and Jen will thank and on from there. Yes, well, until it goes all the way around. So, Ashley, to inspire your thanks to Brian, your word is fiction.
Hi, Brian. I just want to thank you for all the bedtime stories that you made up for me to soothe me to sleep during my insomnia days.
Ashley, I was so happy to do it. I wouldn't even have known all of those stories if I hadn't dated Jen, because she's got that whole adult baby thing that she's really into. And so she liked to tuck me in at night and tell me stories. And so I was able to pass that on to you. So thank you, Jen.
Yeah, no. And I want to thank you, Paul, my dad, for traumatizing me when I was a child. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't have a baby fetish. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, Jen. I was so happy to traumatize you. But I wouldn't have been inspired to traumatize you without Mark, because he bullied me incessantly on that playground. He threw that basketball at my head several times. I still have headaches. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I didn't know that throwing a ball twice at your head was going to do that much trouble, but I'm glad I can help. I could not have done that without Bonnie, who really instilled my love of basketball. I met her at basketball camp, and we just competed all throughout high school and into college. They had made a mini series about it on Netflix, but we were great adversaries all through for most of our lives. So thank you for that, my adversary, Bonnie.
You're welcome. Our stint on the miniseries B-Ball 4L was really formative for me. And I just have to thank the producer of that show, for getting me there, Josh. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be on the least viewed miniseries ever to hit Netflix.
Well, you are so welcome, Bonnie. And I want to say that I could not have produced that least watch Netflix miniseries if it hadn't been for Ashley, because Ashley is the one who said, Netflix will buy anything now. She's the one who really convinced me that even someone like me, just living in my car out behind the Walmart, could maybe sell a series to Netflix. And you know what? Ashley believed in me, and she was right. So thank you, Ashley.
Oh, no problem. I just wouldn't have known anything about how easy it was to get things on Netflix if it hadn't been for Brian taking me on that terrible reality TV show and making me compete to stay in a relationship with him.
I was happy to introduce you to that world, but I couldn't have done that without Jen, who was hands down the most terrible therapist I've ever had, and who convinced me that relationships are all about competing with your significant other to win. You can win a relationship. So thank you, Jen.
Oh yeah, so happy to do it for you. I could not have been such a terrible therapist if it hadn't been for Paul, who so graciously helped me make fraudulent therapy degree transcripts. So thank you so much for that, Paul.
Jen, you're welcome. I mean, I teach what I know so well. And I really wouldn't have been able to teach all that stuff without Mark after he swindled me and said he was just going to borrow my car for the weekend, and he still has it. So that inspired me to want to mistreat others and swindle them.
That's right, Paul. Con artistry runs in my family, so I'm going to keep that car, and I would not have been able to do that for you had it not been for Bonalicious, as I like to call her. That's the name she earned at the Horrible Person Club we belong to, and she really taught me everything I know about manipulation and scare tactics, and driving a stick shift. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. I mean, like, driving a stick is really hard. So but who taught me is Josh. So, just passing that along, and, he taught me only in stolen cars. So that's kind of what I got used to. Thanks, Josh.
You're so welcome. And I feel like whether I was inspiring you by teaching you to drive a stick in a stolen car as a getaway vehicle, or putting a mini series on TV that really never should have been there, which inadvertently led to other people's trauma, bedtime stories, etc. I think that really I do deserve all the credit for all of this. So I'll just take that and end the game here. Okay, I couldn't have done it without. Our next game is called Foursquare. Our players will be Brian, Paul, Ashley, and Bonnie. So for these pairs of players, for Brian and Paul, can I get a time period?
Ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt. For Paul and Ashley, can I get a word you wish existed?
Oh, this is tough. Sax ball.
Sax ball. Sax ball for Paul and Ashley. Okay. For Ashley and Bonnie, something that should cost more than it does.
Nothing.
Healthcare.
Healthcare. And for Bonnie and Brian, a punctuation mark.
Colon.
Colon. Thank you.
The funniest.
Okay, we're going to go through these again. You're going to remind us of what your suggestions were. So Brian and Paul.
Ancient Egypt.
Paul and Ashley.
Sax ball.
Ashley and Bonnie.
Healthcare.
And Bonnie and Brian.
Colon.
Okay, Brian and Paul, take it away.
And it's not so much being a slave on the pyramids at bottom. It's hot.
It's hot.
Oh, you probably shouldn't have said that, though. The overseer's gonna be mad at you now, man.
The overseer, man.
You gotta stop saying that. Hey, man, you gotta stop getting us in trouble with the overseers.
I'm sorry. I don't know where to bury my shovel.
You're not supposed to bury your shovel. You're supposed to dig stuff up with your shovel.
I know, but I'm tired.
Look, man, I got whipped real bad yesterday, and I'm starting to think that I don't even want to hang out with you anymore.
Oh, come on, Mike. You're my only friend out here in the desert, and we only have another 1,500 days to go before this thing gets built.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I don't think I want to be your friend anymore. It is painful. Emotionally and physically.
Benny, I just had a great idea for a game.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go to the band room and we're gonna take all the saxophones and we're gonna kick them.
You're gonna kick them.
We're gonna kick them back and forth, Benny. It's gonna be great.
But Jenny, I don't want to get into trouble with the music teacher, Mr. Billugs.
We're gonna sneak. It's gonna be fine. We're inventing sax ball, man.
But when we come back on Monday, all the saxes will be dented and they'll know something was up.
But how are they gonna know it's us, Benny?
Well, I think it's because you smell, and they're still gonna smell you. Your remaining smell will still be here on Monday morning.
I definitely thought it was going to be, because you sweat when you lie, or because they have cameras in the room. I didn't know my smell lasted that long.
It rotates.
All right, honey. All right. So I know it's your third time here, but just when you attach the leeches, it's gonna sting just a little bit. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm so tough. Okay.
Yeah. This will get all the ghosts out.
I cannot wait to be ghost free. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years.
I know you've been coming in here weekly, and it's frankly, you have a haunting aura, and I'm excited for that to be gone.
Can I ask you something? Do you take tips?
Oh, we're not really supposed to, but
I'm just looking at the state of your house, and I think you might need it.
well, I don't really know how to respond to that, little miss.
It's just I think you can, maybe have better things in your life other than what you have going on.
Well, I haven't even shown you my prized collection of doilies, so maybe you'd change your mind if you saw that.
I don't think I would. But
Rotate.
Johnson, I've been watching you intern here at this hospital for a while, and I think you're a born proctologist. You're a wizard with a colon.
It's just so good to hear you say that. You've been a hero of mine for so long. 1,000 buttholes in a year.
No one thought you could do it. I honestly thought that you weren't cut out to be a doctor until I saw you get in a colon, and it's just amazing to watch.
Thank you. I mean, I failed most of my classes in med school and paid people to get me through, but
what?
When it comes to butts, I just know everything.
Hold up. Knew about the first part, did not know about the second part. Ethically, I should report you.
Ethically, don't you think you have a responsibility to put the butt doctor out there?
Oh my God, I never thought I would be faced with this conundrum with the Hippocratic Oath.
I rotate.
Well, it's done. It's done. Doesn't it look magnificent?
I honestly did not think I would survive.
But we did. Now we can finally did you sign up yet for the next one that the king wants us to build? Did you sign up yet? Because
no, and I'm really glad you didn't decide that this would be something I was into this time and sign me up on your own.
Oh, what? You're not going to sign up with me?
No. Why did you sign up again?
Well, you look at me. Look at how buff I am now.
I'm not gonna lie, you look fantastic. You got a great tan and you are shredded.
It's all that heavy lifting, and but come on, I really can't do this without you. I'm gonna be totally bored. I need you.
All right. Look, I'm gonna come clean. For some reason, I missed being whipped. I feel like that's bad. That's a really bad sign, but I'm gonna sign up with you, man.
I'll admit that's weird, but I'm glad anyway.
Rotate.
Okay, Benny, I shampooed up last night. We're gonna do this.
Oh man, you smell good, Jenny.
Thank you.
All right, let's take these saxophones out of their cases. All 25 of them.
I'm just wondering, Benny, why you didn't tell me sooner about my smell.
Well, the reason is that I knew that if you didn't smell, you'd have more friends, and if you had more friends, you'd probably forget about me. Aww. And I didn't want that. So I that's why I'm your only friend, and my sense of smell is terrible, and I smell you just a little bit, but everybody else just wants to be 50 feet away from you at all times.
Benny, I am feeling very mixed emotions right now. I am upset that you did not tell me and that you kept me from making friends, but also, Benny, how could you think I could ever forget about you?
Oh,
But I'm so mad.
You're mad, but you still love me, right?
Yes, Benny, I still love you. And you know what? I think I know how you can make it up to me.
Oh, I'm waiting. I'll do anything.
I want you to go steal those saxophones all on your own and bring them back to me.
And then are we gonna bash him?
And then we're gonna kick the crap out of them, Benny.
Right.
Together.
And this one I got, it's a Victorian, it's an antique. It was $100. It's an expensive doily. And frankly, I think you should respect that.
Wow. Huh.
Do you see the coloring? It's really special.
Yeah, it looks really great. You know what? I think I'm ready for the leeches now. Slap them
Well,
on
nothing's
me.
going to necessarily stop you from looking at the rest of my collection while you're getting leeched.
Oh, you know what? I'm feeling faint today. Like maybe I'll faint during the leeching process.
Well, maybe that would be some welcome silence.
Well, maybe that would be some welcome rest, and maybe you can like cover me with one of your doilies.
I would never get your skin oil on one of my doilies.
What's wrong with my skin oil? It's great.
Well, I have to get the leeches excited to attach because you have such oily skin.
I think you're just upset that I didn't like your doilies.
That's exactly what's happening.
And rotate.
all right. We're going to set you a task. If you can do 20 colonoscopies in one day, I'll let you be a doctor. Do you think you can handle it?
I've never been more prepared for something in my life.
I got to ask, how did you get so good at this?
You see, I had this cat growing up.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Indeed. Okay, that was Foursquare. I'm going to hand things over to Bonnie now to host our next game.
Thank you, Josh. Our next game is called Battle Scene. So for this game, we will have two pairs of improvisers doing separate scenes in one location. And when I call battle scene, they will come together and merge scenes for an ultimate battle scene. For our first group, we have Josh and Ashley. Can I get a suggestion of a location?
Flea market?
Okay, flea market. And our other pair is Jen and Mark. And I realized I did this in a weird order by accident. So we will start with Josh and Ashley. We are at a flea market.
Oh, I love this one.
Okay, Grandma, just buy it then.
I mean, you say that like it's an easy decision, but you have to look at all of the rocking chairs first before and you try them out before you can't just buy the first one you like.
Grandma, I've sat you down in like 30 chairs now. Okay, I can't keep going like this. You're adorable and you don't look heavy, but good Lord.
Don't think I don't appreciate it, sweetheart, the way because it's really kind of almost like a fireman's carry, the way you lift me out of them, because my knees aren't what they used to be, but I really do appreciate it, sweetheart. But I feel like there's at least 3 more stalls we haven't looked at yet.
Okay, fine. But the next one you say that you like, we're getting.
Okay, would it make you happier if we got you one of those comic books you like?
Grandma, that would make me extremely happy.
Switch.
We ain't selling anything today, that's for sure.
Oh, the fleas must all be asleep.
You mean the customers?
Yeah.
Well, I think my crocheted items look really good. I think yours are kind of bringing mine down.
Yeah, I've got all the money the money pot holders up front there. Those are the ones I made that have like sports teams on them, and for some reason they're not selling. I don't know.
Well, can I be honest with you?
I would expect nothing less, Simone.
Well, Greg, they don't look good, and you can't tell what the logo says.
I didn't think they looked good, and I spent months making them. God, this is my spring's work, and it's a bust.
I know, but
Let's take them
maybe
down.
crocheting isn't for you. Yeah, let's take them down.
You're right, though. My mom always said crocheting's probably not for me, and I'm just gonna put these over here. When maybe a Browns fan will come along. That one's pretty, almost like looks like the logo, I guess.
And I feel bad for you because you've been trying a long time at something to still not be good at it. You said
I've been doing this
crocheting
for
since you were a
13
kid.
years, and I've learned from the best old people out there. And they weren't even old when I started learning from them, and now they've withered away to nothing. And my skill is where it was 13 years ago.
Maybe there's something wrong with your sight. I mean, that's a long time to do such a simple, repetitive task and still not be good at it.
I don't see very well. I can admit that.
Well, can you see that sign over there?
All I see is a big red blur.
Ooh, it clearly says French fries.
Oh, that would be so good. I can't see it. Yeah, I just see a red blur. Maybe one of these shops here at the flea market has some glasses that might work for me.
Oh my God.
Switch.
Greg.
Oh, okay, Grandma, down you go in this chair.
Oh, this one's more comfortable than the last. Oh, sweetheart, could you just rub my feet a little? I feel like my gout is acting up again, and could use a little massage for the calcium crystals.
Okay, Grandma, take off these sandals. I don't understand why you wore flippy floppies to the flea market.
Well, it's the alliteration, dear. Flippy floppies to the flea market.
You're right. That's very fun. Flippy floppies to the flea market.
Yeah, it's just fun to say.
Is this hitting the spot?
Oh my! Oh! You've got magic hands. Oh, maybe you should drop out of college.
Well, actually, onomatopoeia is what you were thinking. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. I think onomatopoeia is what you're thinking, not alliteration. I just think you were wrong about that, but you're right. I can't see at all.
Yeah, and I'm a little worried. As your best friend, I've been letting you drive me around all those years. I guess that explains the 6 accidents we've been in together.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was the alcohol, but I guess it's just that I can't see. So I guess
You've been drinking
I'm off the hook.
Too?
Oh, I drink a little bit here and there. Nothing to worry about.
God, that doesn't sit right with me, Greg. I still can't use my left leg at all.
Oh, well, yeah, I apologize about that. That wasn't a good day for me or for my car. Oh, these ones I can kind of see. Simone, I can see.
Battle
okay.
scene.
Oh my God, look at that woman's foot. Why did you make me get glasses? I don't want to see that.
Yeah, it's tough when you can really see people's warts and the hairs coming out of the warts.
Oh.
How you doing temperature-wise, Grandma?
I'm doing well, but I feel like that couple over there are ogling me in a sexual way.
Oh, you want me to go have words?
Yeah, I want you to. Can you go take care of this for me?
I'm on it. Excuse me.
Oh,
Excuse me.
yes.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you with your knitting, but
A crochet.
Crocheting, technically.
I don't care. But I don't appreciate
It's rude.
the sexual looks you're giving my grandmother.
It's not sexual.
No, it's grotesquely not attractive. This is the first thing I've seen in 12 years, probably, and it's traumatized me. I'm traumatized away from seeing now.
You tell them I can hear them, and I don't like that they're lying.
She doesn't appreciate your lies. She knows when she's being looked at in a sexy way.
Tell her that we can hear her and that we're not ogling her.
Grandma, they can hear you.
Thank you for conveying that. I could hear that, but I appreciate you. You know what? I think maybe you should ogle them right back to teach them a lesson.
I'm on it, Grandma. Look at my eyes.
Oh, God.
Gee.
Okay. That was Battle Scene. Our final game for the evening is called Pickup Lines. I will give our players a location, and they will offer terrible, wonderful pickup lines you might hear in that location. So, for example, if I were to say farm, they might say something like, of all the sheep in this place, I just always thought there was something special about you.
Mhm.
So,
Wow.
kind of lower the bar intentionally so that it can only go up from there. So players, to get us started, how about a recycling center?
Hey, baby. I like the ones that look like they've been used a few times.
Darling, I would love to crush you down and make you into something new.
Ooh.
I don't call it sloppy seconds. I call it upcycling.
You know, if you handle me right, you'll get a dime back afterward.
You know, I'd like to take you out back and then never see you again.
Oh.
Okay, players, how about a casino? Pickup lines for a casino.
Hey, you want to take a chance on my cramps?
You want to see my pinochle?
Pinochle at a casino.
I go to classier casinos than you.
Don't talk about my grandma that way. I've heard of hot slots, but this is ridiculous.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. As soon as I laid eyes on you, I was like, oh yeah, I want a poker.
Yeah, you know I've got experience. They drive a busload of senior citizens up to me weekly.
Oh.
Okay, players, how about on a sailboat?
Oh man, as soon as I laid eyes on you, I said to myself, oh yeah, I really want a rudder.
Rudder, I hardly knew her.
I'd like to take a tour of your poop deck.
If you wait just a second, I'll be coming about.
Yeah, I got to be out in this lake in order for us to be together, because it really takes some wind to get me going.
You want to get my mast up, you're definitely gonna have to blow.
Takes a crew of 5 to get me going.
Hit me with some champagne and I'll pop right off.
And finally, players, a butcher shop. Pickup lines for a butcher shop.
You want some of this slab of beef?
Hey, honey, you want to slap my meat?
I'd like to season you with some rosemary and tie you in butcher's twine and then throw you in the oven at 350 for 2.5 hours until it's nice and tender.
Hey, if you don't eat me within a certain period of time, things will go bad.
You
Yeah,
got
I
a
got
nice rack of
meat in the
lamb.
front, cheese in the back. You're
Oh no.
I hope you're not a vegetarian because sex stuff with meat.
And on that note, players, we will call it an evening. Thank you, listeners, for joining us for yet another episode of Unfiltered Improv on Toledo Homegrown Creatives. Join us next week and laugh some more. Woo.
All right, I'm gonna go try and forget meat in front and cheese in the back now.
Unfiltered Improv, full flavored comedy from Toledo and beyond. Hosted by Robin Wally and Josh Kynan. Editing by Robin Wally.